Illustrations by Pete.
Welcome everybody to another video, and today I'm going to experiment with some markers. Now, you will if you stick with this, what I'm going to be doing is making something that I think would make a great flag for either a state like Hawaii or maybe Florida, or possibly even for like one of the islands. And I think if anybody is the president of that country and watches this video, or a governor of a state or whatever, and you want to get in touch with me and you want to use this, look, I will sell it to you cheap. It'll be cheap, but I think it'll be nice. I think people will like it. I think people will enjoy it. It's very islandy, I think, and it wasn't designed to be that way. That's how it came out. So if you, especially if you watch till the end, there's a little phrase, there's a little catchphrase that I put with the flag, and I think that will really take off. I think if you want that slogan to be for your state, that'll really work. Okay, it's much better than some of these other state slogans. So just watch till the end, you'll see that. It's pretty cool. So anyway, lately, art has become all about efficiency for me, but not in a bad way. I don't want anyone to take that the wrong way. Let me explain. I have, I have a set amount of time to create. Like most people are busy, and they only have a little bit of time to create things that they want to create. But I have so many reasons that I want to create. So checking everything off my list as I go, it feels like an accomplishment for me. So first, I want to create art that I enjoy and I can experiment with, and I can have a feeling of accomplishment, but I also have a desire to create something I can record and then add value to you. So maybe it inspires you, or maybe it just entertains you, whatever the case, it doesn't matter. Now, when I get everything working together in like one cohesive project package, it has the added benefit of making me feel accomplished and productive. And I hate to use the expression killing two birds with one stone, because really, I don't want to kill any birds. I love birds and I want them to lead a happy existence. So it's more like connecting all the dots with one line. And that's literally what I do sometimes in my videos if you watch them. So it's a great analogy. I've realized that when I don't look at my analytics for the channel for an idea, I tend to be more creative, because if I do look at it, then it's basically giving me the information of this is the kind of video you should create the next time. And so I try not to look at it as much. I still, okay, let me backtrack here. I still have to navigate all the dots with my own line so that I'm going to do the thing I'm going to do the way that I want to do it. But I'm not saying that I don't completely care about what the numbers are telling me, because all in all, it's something that you're telling me in some of those numbers as well, and I got to pay attention to that. But there's a level of not caring that I'm completely comfortable with, and then there are other levels of not caring that I'm not comfortable with. You follow? But I just need to be conscious of what's happening, but still do the things I want to do. And when things work together, it makes me feel good. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but we also have a comment section in the videos, so you can voice your opinion down there. These cryptic messages of, people clicking off videos, and I have to kind of figure that out. And we have a comment section. You can say, look, I really don't like that, and I don't really like the subject you're covering, or I don't really like your opinion. That's okay. I don't mind that. And, well, here's the thing. I've always been a creative person. And when I was away from art, I was creating music or coming up with like side business to play around with. But I've always had this creative energy. I've always had to do something to make myself feel better. And one of the worst parts about that was, if I felt the need to create, I might, let's say I lock myself in a room and write music for 2 hours. But at the end of the day, I didn't really have an audience for that music. I don't like being around a ton of people, so playing with a band was never even close to a consideration for me. I mean, I jam with some close friends on occasion, but nothing serious. And I could probably count on one hand how many times that happened. Now, I did play at a church for a while, but that's not really sharing anything original, so that doesn't count. And that was when I was a teenager. I did that. I haven't done that in a very, very, very long time. And so when I finally got back into art, I wanted to have a YouTube channel, but honestly, I was scared to do that. And then I found Instagram, so that was great for me for a while because I could do something and put it up there and share that with a small group of people and see how many people liked it or whatever. But it still doesn't feel like real communication. There's not a whole lot other than liking and a hey, that's great. I try and post more meaningful comments on Instagram when I do comment on other people's channels, but it's a different vibe there. So and that's what art is. It's a communication, even if it's only to your family or close friends. Well, anyway, I decided on YouTube, and it really has been the best decision I've ever made as far as being creative. You guys are awesome, and so I love talking to you, and I love the feedback even more. And I don't care if it's positive or negative. Everyone has been very respectful of me. Even if they disagree with my opinion, they've been very respectful, and I really appreciate that. Most people have been very, very more than generous to me, and I get a kick out of people, of course, whenever I watch another YouTube video, and sometimes I hear people say, well, I don't even care if you like it, and I do this for me. Then what are you taking the time to record and edit a video that you're putting on a platform that gets billions of views every day? That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, anyway, if you want to do it for yourself, then do it for yourself. Don't tell anybody. And then no one will say anything about it. So, but if you're putting it out there for everyone to see, then you obviously want to communicate something. You want to show people your art. And if people are a little bit, criticism, they have criticisms, or they have, whether it's constructive criticism or not, it's, some people are not going to like what you're doing. That's just how it is. And if you get all offended and, this isn't for you anyway. Well, then why did you show me? That's exactly... Anyway, we'll get on to the different... It doesn't matter. So, all I'm saying is, I like to be multitasking. And so, this is my creative outlet. This is my social interaction. This is building my future all at once. And it just makes me feel good. And gosh darn it, people like me. And that's okay. And if you get that reference, then you're more awesome than the person sitting next to you right now. And if you don't get that reference, you're just as awesome, and don't let that person tell you any different. Just go Google the reference and have a laugh. It's a reference. Well, it's a funny reference. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so I'm going to switch gears on you here. I have discussed my dislike of certain social media platforms before, and I don't want to rehash that. My art page on Facebook only has about 47 followers, but I repost all of my videos to my regular page, and my wife shares them, and she has like a ridiculous number of friends, compared to me especially. And these posts, they show that they're only reaching like 7 people. 7 people. I mean, people that actually are subscribed to that, or I don't know if that's called subscribed, but they've liked and they follow. Maybe it's a follow. They follow my art page on Facebook, but they don't see anything. So I was looking into like maybe like a MeWe or something else. So here's a question I have for you. What alternative social media platforms do you use? Which ones do you think are good for art? I'm not really looking to sell the art on there, just looking to post it, just looking to put it up and get it out there. So let me know what you use. If you use something different, any other kind of alternate social media, nothing weird. I don't want to join any weird cults or anything. I just would like to know where you are in that realm, and that would be much appreciated by me. All right, now this is a subject, I'm guilty of this, but have you ever noticed that people fall into some kind of drama pit no matter where they are in their life? And I hate drama, but sometimes it happens, right? it doesn't matter if you're either, you could be out of work, you could be flipping burgers, you could be working in an office somewhere. At some point, you find yourself tied up in some sort of nonsense. And I remember being out of work for a little while and feeling like years and years ago, and I felt like I had so many things to do in a day that I couldn't actually get them all done. I've been on the other side of that. I've also remember when my wife and I had a side business, it took up almost every spare second that we had. And I still managed to get the same amount of stuff done. It's just that when I didn't have the work in place, it just for some reason, the small things that I had to do took up much more of my time. And I don't think I was being any less efficient. Well, I obviously was being less efficient with it, but I don't know how. I don't think I did it. I didn't approach it any differently. And now, talking about being at work, I've had jobs where I really had to work hard, and everyone's complaints about the heat and the amount of work they had to do, and the hours they had to work, and everyone complained about the office workers and how they don't have anything hard to do. It's only the workers out on the floor that have stuff hard to do, and you know the drill. So. Then I've also worked in an office where the workers they're not physically overworked, but they are so stressed out that they're about, like one paper jam away from putting their head through the wall. It seems that no matter where people are or what position they're filling, there's that drama aspect to it. And, they also look around and they believe that they're in a bad situation. There's someone else who has a better situation. That's a standard thing, that the grass is always greener thing. But now, just so you know, this is coming from someone who was currently at the position I'm in now. I was hired into a floor position, saw the office position I wanted, found myself in that office position once it became available, and right now it's much better, but it's more stressful than I could have ever imagined versus being in that floor position. So, but really, I was born to do my own thing. As a matter of fact, when I'm working on my own business, I actually find the work-life balance is actually harder, because when I work on my own stuff, I love what I do so much that I forget it's work and I forget to stop. So I just enjoy it. I enjoy what I do. So, but I know what my dream is, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. And I like all the little crap that most people don't like. All the garbage that most people don't like, I like that. I like the bookkeeping, the organizing, answering emails, and all the nonsense as much as the fun stuff. So if you find a passion, it doesn't really matter if you find that in a job or you're doing your own thing. But if you love it, then some days will still feel like work, but other days are just pure enjoyment. And the joy you get from feeling the accomplishment is so rewarding. It's hard to really explain that and put that into words. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, drama. So sorry about that. So I just think people are funny the way that it doesn't really matter if they have a legit reason to complain. It doesn't matter. They find a way to complain. And I'm not talking down about anybody. I've noticed this in my own life. I've even gotten positions where I work hard to get into, and when I get there, I find something to complain about. There's something bad about every position, every place that you're working. That's just how it is. And it could be because there are a group of coworkers who are all griping, and they just kind of pull you into that. You subconsciously you just get into that mindset, even though you don't want to. Or it could be because I don't know, maybe your coworkers think they have an easy job, so then you find stuff to complain about because sometimes you're stressed out and I don't know. Anyway, it just always seems to creep up and always seems to be an issue. I'm not getting down on people. I just think people are funny. I love to watch people and look at them and just I understand what they're going through. I'm not laughing at them, but I'm kind of laughing at the situation and saying, yes, I understand that situation. And I'm not really sure what the point of this whole conversation was, other than just to say, look, everybody is going through things, and everybody thinks that what they're doing at that time is difficult, and that everybody else around them, or some people think that the other people around them are not struggling as hard as they are. Really, everyone's struggling. It's just how you impact other people and the effect you can have on other people will greatly impact their entire day. So if you can make someone smile, if you can take your issue that you're dealing with that's frustrating you, put a couple of minutes into making someone else smile, and sometimes that relieves stress for you doing something like that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. But it's just letting you know, I think it's funny. I think people are funny, and I'm people. So I think my life is funny too sometimes. I really don't take myself seriously at all. There are certain things in life that I take very seriously, but myself, I don't take myself seriously at all. Matter of fact, sometimes I laugh at myself because I get so angry, or I let something affect me in a way that it really should never affect me. And it's more comical than anything. I have fun with myself. And that's, you can make fun of yourself. It's okay to do that. Matter of fact, the more you laugh at yourself, the less it affects you if anybody else laughs at you. Because if someone else does have something to say, usually you know it before they do. So it's kind of like, yeah, I know this is a flaw that I have. It's okay. Don't worry about that. So anyway, if you look at that slogan, don't tell me that is not the best slogan to put on anything ever. If any state makes this their slogan, it is gold. I'll promise you that. You just had to visit this place. This is all on you now. And that's exactly the way that I think most people should look at it. That's just how it is. Look, you want to go here, and now you're complaining about it. Look, this is really, really just all on you. Alright, well, that's about it for this video. And thank you for watching till the end and humoring me. And I appreciate the company. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And I will see you in the next video.